I think the gap between rich and poor is very large. That's the issue, not whether it's the
Yes,
larger than in the
exactly.
past.
Well,
We have had a lot of inequalities in the past as well. We haven't emerged out of egalitarian societies. No, I think the important point certainly is that the world is immensely prosperous on the average and could become much more prosperous than it is today also, given the technology, given the knowledge that exists, as well as techniques of production and the resource base of the world. But the fact is that a lot of people are extremely poor and suffer greatly from indigence in the form of hunger, lack of shelter, lack of clothing, lack of medical treatment. So there's that general problem. And if you look across the world, it's sometimes between countries, but to a great extent also within each country. But then the second one, which a lot of people in the United States are particularly concerned with today, is the issue of inequality in the United States itself, which of course has increased over the last decade or so quite sharply. But there is also another thing, not so much just the increase in inequality, but also the persistent gap that has existed. I mean, for example, even though America has the best medical treatment in the world, and if I were to suddenly fall ill, I would seek treatment in the United States. The fact is, nevertheless, that, as I've shown in some of my works, and indeed others have also worked on, is that the probability of a particular group, like African Americans, and especially African Americans in cities, to reach a mature age is lower than that of the Chinese or the Indian or the Sri Lankan, not to mention Costa Ricans and others. And that to happen in a country which is as rich and as well endowed with medical care and which spends as much on medical treatment indicates a level of divergence, of inequality,
Yes.
of disparity, which is really quite striking.